Hello and thanks for joining us from our studios in Israel. I'm Brett Allen Smith here with ILTV's Morning Briefing.
The U.S. Justice Department has just released details of a shocking criminal indictment. 2 Iranian nationals have been arrested and charged with spying for the regime. According to evidence collected by the FBI, the 2 were tracking and monitoring Jewish and Israeli targets in cities throughout the U.S., as well as members of a key Iranian opposition group. The suspects have been named as 38-year-old Ahmad Reza Mohammadi Dudstar, who holds both Iranian and American citizenship, and 59-year-old Majid Gorbani, an Iranian citizen and resident of California. The indictment accuses the men of traveling to the United States in the summer of 2017 and separately traveling to Chicago, California, and New York. During these trips, the suspects apparently conducted intense surveillance at local Chabad houses and Hillel centers. They may have even stalked Jewish and Israeli members of these communities for the purpose of infiltration and maybe even organized terror. FBI evidence has linked the men to sources in the Iranian government where the 2 regularly filtered their findings, including photographs, videos, and detailed reports. It's clear that they were tasked with penetrating any anti-Iranian groups, and these acts altogether fall under the category of acting as unregistered agents of a foreign country for the purposes of spying, and obviously they violate current sanctions placed on Iran. Needless to say, these are chilling developments to see unfolding on U.S. soil. The 2 will face an undoubtedly fierce criminal trial in the near future. Earlier this year, 2 Israeli men were arrested in Thailand for the murder of Maol Mulul, a crime leader from the Israeli city of Netanya. Dolev Zuarez and Eyal Bokal were captured on tape running over and then stabbing Malul in the streets of the resort island of Koh Samui. They pleaded guilty in a plea deal that puts them in jail for 25 years, likely in an effort to escape Thailand's death sentence. Shortly after the murder was captured on film, the 2 suspects immediately fled to a nearby island via motorboat. They then immediately hopped on a plane to Bangkok, hoping to evade pursuit. Little did they know, Thai police had obtained a video of the crime committed in broad daylight and were able to trace them to the airport using CCTV footage. Local police were there waiting for them in Bangkok, where they were immediately arrested in the airport. The incident captured media attention as evidence of a massive rift between local crime families in the city of Netanya. The victim, Malul, had in fact just been released from Israeli prison following a 20-month sentence for aggravated assault. As it turns out, this was an alleged attempt to murder the brother of the man who would eventually kill him. With one man dead and the other now behind bars for a quarter of a century, this is all the more evidence that crime almost certainly never pays. We have new evidence just now related to the ongoing GRAFT investigation to new Prime Minister Netanyahu. Likud MK David Bitan, who is currently under investigation for bribery, was apparently recorded on tape repeating incriminating promises made to him by the Prime Minister. According to sources, Bitan admitted that Netanyahu had planned to make him Public Security Minister with the clear goal of ending the police investigations into the PM's alleged wrongdoing. Israeli media has quoted that recording in which Bitan says, quote, "Netanyahu arranged with me that I would become Public Security Minister. He is afraid of the media, but the appointment is agreed upon." These remarks were apparently made in a conversation with Bitan's friend Moshe Yosef, who has since flipped against him and testified against him in Bitan's ongoing criminal investigations. In addition to this, other recordings have also emerged between Bitan's friends and associates. Talking between themselves, they are allegedly caught on tape discussing the overall implications of this promotion to be, with the ultimate goal being the quick replacement of Police Chief Goni Al-Saich. Al-Saich currently oversees the 4 police probes that involve Netanyahu, 3 of which involve him as a suspect. In 2 of those cases, police have already recommended criminal charges be made against the Prime Minister for bribery and arranging illegal quid pro quo deals with the local newspaper for favorable news coverage. In all cases, Netanyahu has reaffirmed that he has done nothing wrong. Bitan's associates are quoted saying that they'd been asked to find a replacement who would be more convenient for Netanyahu. If these recordings of Bitan and his allies are true, and if these promises are even real, it could be tantamount to serious obstruction. Both Bitan and Netanyahu, however, have responded to these allegations, fiercely denying that any such arrangements were ever made. Bitan has accused the police of intentionally leaking untrue gossip that has nothing to do with the ongoing investigation. Right now, the 2018 Paralympic Games are unfolding in the city of Dublin, and these are literally the Olympic Games for anyone paraplegic, as the Games are actually organized by the Olympic Committee in tandem with the Summer and Winter Olympics. Well, Israel's Paralympic swim team has just snagged a whopping 12 medals, including 5 bronze, 4 silver, and yes, 3 gold. This year, 400 swimmers from 27 countries all over the world were represented in this year's World Paraswimming Alliance European Championships, the swimming component of this year's Paralympics. Young 17-year-old freestyle backstroke champ Ami Dadon took home 2 golds and 2 silvers. Mark Maylar snagged bronze medals in the 100-meter backstroke and breaststroke events, as well as a silver in the 400-meter free. Add that to 2 more bronzes in the men's 400-meter free and 150-meter medley, and that is a lot of medals. But lest we forget Inbal Pizarro's amazing performance in the 200-meter women's freestyle, which earned Israel its 3rd gold medal for the Games. The 31-year-old athlete also snagged bronze, which became a silver on a technicality in the 100-meter free. Throw in another bronze, the women's 400-meter free on top of that, and you've got one very successful Paralympic turnout, my friends. Congrats to all the swimmers. You guys make your country very proud.
That's all for now. Follow us on Facebook at Israel English News and on Twitter at ILTV News. I'm Brett Allen Smith, and see you later with our main daily broadcast from Israel at 2 p.m. Eastern Time.